Hi guys, what's going on? I am gonna do live stream. We'll see where it goes. Um, I had wanted to do a live stream tarot reading. Sorry, I'm like so distracted. Tarot reading yesterday because yesterday was the lunar eclipse. Technically, it was today, whatever. But like last night, everything was going on, or whatever, and yesterday, whatever. I'm so out of it. I was planning on doing a reading, yesterday, but I'm in the process of moving and a whole bunch of life changes myself, so I didn't get to it. But here I am, even though my kind of room is still like work in progress. But, wow, that's way better. Oh, way a little too bright. Okay, yeah. So, funny enough, I was shuffling through and full moon card. Well, it's the moon card, but it's a full moon, and usually when I do my readings, the moon on the full moon, the moon card comes up. Um, I don't know, it's so eerie, so eerie. It's such a beautiful card. I swear, like I didn't sit here and go through the whole deck and try to find the moon card. It really came out. I wish I would have started streaming when I was shuffling, but I don't know. Came up. Obviously, the moon energy is extremely, extremely intense. And it's bringing a lot of shit. And I know that's super vague, but we'll get into it. Before we do that, I'm gonna take a step. It's way too late right now. It's like 11:30. But no, I like to do night readings. It's fun. I always got like really pure energy at night. Okay, hold on. Like not prepared. Yeah. So there is like a full on blizzard going on here. It's pretty fucking cold. It's really windy. I'm sure you'll be able to hear the wind. So I have some glue and I've got dreamy perps. I'm struggling to close this. My hands suck. These containers really need to be better. Like for people like me with arthritis. Yeah, this shit hurts my hands. Makes my life really hard. But yeah, make sure to say what's up. Don't be shy. Don't. I'm gonna assume you're like my ex or something, or you're my stalker. Chips. Oh, there you are. Sorry, Josh. I don't know why your shit just came came up like super late. Sorry. Okay. That was wait, hold on. That's funny. I used to know a kid that glue in school. It's funny. I mean, that's not funny, but now it is. Back then, it probably was like a huge health hazard. Kids should not do that. It didn't. That's funny. Not unless they're fucking crazy and they're trying to ruin your life and they're like hacking you and blackmailing you and like fucking with your life, like relationships and real life relationships, not just online or whatever. But yeah, it's not, it's not nice at all. I don't want to close. Yes, it's a new place. It's kind of weird, to be honest. Not where I thought I'd end up 2019, but I think everything happens for a reason. It's weird. It's like weird because something that I was always skeptical about. Um, I don't think we always know the reasons why things happen, and I don't think we are meant to know all the reasons why things happen. And I think it takes time to understand why it should happen. So it's like try not to be angry at it, not try not to be too impatient, you know? But yes, I have moved, and it's kind of insane. Um, I didn't know how much I wanted to get into it, but I think that it's actually really important for me, anyways, and like being able to um, like really talk about in depth about like how I feel like personally the not just the like eclipse, but just the shift in energy has affected me personally. Um, so first of all, this full moon, um, people are calling it wolf moon, people, whatever, whatever the media wants to call it. But it's a, it's a pretty intense thing, and like, um, it's not just the actual event itself. It's literally everything before and after, and it's like the energy is so strong that like this shit's gonna last and manifest itself. I mean, obviously for the rest of the year at least, but the majority of it will be, I feel like, for me and what I've been seeing in like other readings as well is just like in the next few months, like shit's really gonna change, and it's might get worse before it gets better. So that's kind of frightening. Um, just kind of pick up whatever's come to me at this point. I'm just gonna go with it. Um, we've got Ten of Cups, which is amazing. This is this is a really good card to get in a reading. But let's see what else we've got. Two of Wands reversed. So here I would say, you know, there's a lot of good things happening, a lot of positive things happening. But I would say these might be blockages that are getting in the way of maybe moving forward. With the Two of Wands reversed, I think there's a sense of like still feeling like shit, things are hard. And I feel like I don't think it doesn't feel like you can get out like of whatever feeling that is. Um, it can be feeling kind of out of control. Um, it's almost as if shit is shifting, whether you like it or not. It's shifting, and it feels kind of crazy. It's like it's just that feeling of like, hey, there's all these good things happening, and like I'm making all these big changes, all these big decisions, or whatever. But I don't know, it just still feels like somehow you're out of control, and that's because you kind of are. A lot of this shit's happening whether you like it or not. We've got the Queen of Pentacles reversed. Um, that you know can indicate some like insecurity with like career, with money, with not just like money, but more or less wealth. And like, what are you gonna do? And this is literally the whole freaking point of pinnacle of my existence right now. Is like, what the fuck am I gonna do? Like, where where am I gonna go? Like, how am I gonna fucking survive in this world? Like, be happy but still make money. And sometimes it feels impossible. Sometimes it feels like you have to sacrifice the things you love to do to make money. And I'm kind of getting that vibe here, right? Where it's like you have to sacrifice maybe what makes you happy to make that coin, to get that coin. And I think a lot of us are struggling with that, me included, where I'm just like, fuck, like, do I want to do what makes me happy, or what makes me money, or both? Like, what is it? And then I'm like, still trying to 100% figure that out personally. So that's definitely not just an energy that I'm getting. So for personal levels, but like I said, I'm an empath, so a lot of what I'm getting messages, sort of, face like things I'm facing. Like I feel reflect the collective. It's not just solely me. It's like there's a collective of people that are really trying to figure out who the fuck they are. You know. Sorry, I'm blinded by the light, so I can't read. Sorry. I couldn't see. It's snowing so bad over here. Yeah, that's essentially kind of where I'm like at a crossroads because, for example, personally, putting in like a personal example, imagine that lemonade stand be tarot, tarot stand, something like that. A palm reading stand, a crystal reading stand, whatever the fuck, some sort of thing. Um, except it's YouTube, and like I could probably sit here and do this shit for free, and be happy and content doing it because it's what I like to do. I like helping people. I like connecting with spirit. I like, you know, like helping myself, whatever in the process. Da, da, da. Does it make that much money off of fucking no? I think it takes a long time to be able to get to a point where you can like really make money off of doing something like that. The point for me is like I want to be able to do something like this and not have to make so much money from it. I want to do it, help people at an affordable price, but I don't want to be over here charging all kinds of money for readings and stuff when I know that like people cannot afford this shit. And I also don't want to like capitalize it too much or like commodify, whatever the fuck. Um, I want to actually genuinely help people bottom of my soul. So I'm like, okay, so if this is what my soul wants, but like, how am I going to survive in the real world? Because as much as I want to help people and do all this shit for free, obviously have to pay my bills. Obviously have to eat. There's other things that I'm doing, like camming or whatever, and I would say that to an extent, like it's enjoyable. It's one way to make money, but it's not. It's definitely not. I think like my like long term sort of way to make money. For many reasons, people that do like kudos to you that can like do that shit long term. For me, I don't think I can. I think that if I were to like continue, I could make a lot of good money. I could go really far in the industry. But do I want that? I don't know. I don't think that that's what my soul really wants. I think that I want to go about it different way. No offense to any camp girls, no offense to anybody. I'm not even regretting any of the decisions that I've made. It's more or less just reevaluating. Like I'm young, and it's like, fuck, it's a learning experience, you know. And do I want to continue to carry that on? Do I want to change the way I go about it? Like I don't know, man. There's a lot that I'm thinking about. I don't like I'm not going back on the whole camming thing, but I don't see it as like my main source of income anymore, and I don't see it as something that I want to like rely on career or money wise. I think it's fun. I think it was really fun for me. I spent like 2 years like working towards building that sort of fan base and building my sort of my like content and all of that shit. And I'm super proud of it. I'm super happy I did it. I'm like, it really made me be more open minded. Like, I learned a lot of shit about myself, about people. Like, it is not something that I'm over here like, oh, like, not doing that anymore. But it's more like, I want something where there's room for growth. I'm always like growing. I'm always trying to figure out how to make money and be happy at the same time. I thought camming would be it. I thought maybe that would be it. one way to like still be happy, make money, do what I like, be who I am, and also grow as a person. I feel like I did that, and I feel like I got a lot out of it. I really like really, really, really did. Holy shit. But I think I'm just kind of moving on to like another chapter of my life where I'm like really trying to focus on what the fuck I want to do long term. It never fails. Yeah. Um, I mean that works. Like I'll always think I'll probably do like YouTube and shit for fun. And if it ever blows up, it blows up. If it doesn't, it doesn't. Like, I really don't. I don't know. It'd be cool for it to be a career. And eventually, I think it could be something I use to like reach out to people when I have my business and to connect or whatever. But like I said, personally, like I think being and doing like adult work made me realize that yes, I do like being in the spotlight. I guess I don't mind it, but I also am not like super super like big on it like having to be like presented in a certain way and da da da. Like if I'm gonna be on here, I like to be myself. I don't like the pressure of being like a certain way. I don't like to. I don't know how to explain it, but I don't I don't know. I don't think I want to not. I don't know. Not enjoy it because I'm doing it for a job or something like that. That makes sense. Yeah, I don't know. Like I'm thinking, about a lot, and right now with the full moon and this eclipse is like the time to really not only have the dream, but to start to manifest the dream. Um, like I have no idea what I'm saying at this point, but this energy is real, and it's just kind of crazy to me that like I don't know, like all this whole eclipse thing happens like at the time that I'm like making this huge life change and like really, really going for it in a sense. But that's just me personally. It's also made me like hella sensitive. Like been in my feelings a lot, been reflecting a lot, but it's been really good. Um, I don't know. It's just like perspective. It's just like so eerie right now. Um, these cards popped out. I hate hearing sirens all night. And my hair is a mess as always. I need to stop fucking with it. Someone please. I need to please stop playing with my hair. Anyways, here, let me focus. I'm gonna try to pull some cards. Um I only manifest that's when your change happens. Oh Josh. I tend to be like the shadow side of myself when I'm drinking. I am like everything that I'm not when I'm sober. 100%. And honestly, I don't know. I don't. I just um like I don't know. I just don't do well with alcohol. I don't like how I am because I black out and I'm just like a terrible person. Cry a lot. I get really emotional and I something pretty big thing. There's like My hair always looks like that's my look. I don't give a fuck. Fuck it. I just don't have time. Don't have time for these things anymore. I don't know. I've been thinking about like really trying to go back to school and doing that, going back for the same thing, but like actually trying to give my creative self the opportunity in like making money and stopping. So I'm thinking of doing cosmetology and esthetician, like get both um, licensing, just go from there. Um, I've always loved makeup, hair, that all that girly shit. It's always fun for me. Maybe I don't always fucking do it like 24/7 on me because I don't see the point. I'm not like I don't. I'm not like that obsessed with like constantly having to do my makeup and stuff. But I love doing other people's makeup. I would love to do other people's hair and shit, and I do my own hair and all of that. I've literally done so many people's hair and makeup in the last 10 years. Like, it's insane. Uh, right? Same, Josh, same. Like, I usually cry. But yeah, so because I am so fucking serious about a lot of shit all the time, even like I said, it's about healing and helping people. Um, but obviously, it's not really like thing I want to. Um, maybe someday I'll be able to naturally, um, something it'll like work out. But I know I don't. I don't want to fucking work. So, like even 10 years, adult industry, you know, I for it. Maybe like I've always do something in the adult industry, but I don't like want to be a cam girl for like much longer at all. To be honest, that's not I think the focus of mine when it comes to adult industry. Creatively, there's stuff you're gonna go into that world that you could do that's more creative. So either way, at this point, I have to fucking figure something out, man. I'm like I have to figure out what the fuck I'm doing because I seriously can never make up my mind. It's not even that. It's like I'll make up my mind, but then it's like it's just not it. Like it's not it. I know I'm not making any sense, but there's been so many times where I'm like, oh my god, okay, I think I'm doing it right. Like, this is one for, and then come to find out it's like nothing. True, but I'm 22. Like it's the whole fucking point of life. Jesus Christ, you know, like I need to stop being so fucking like see what happens. But that's kind of what I've been doing. Is the point is like kind of like we'll see what happens, and I'm like at a point where I don't want to just see what happens. I like kind of really want to consciously manifest some shit that I want to last and like help me get to where I ultimately want to be. And Holy shit, is that like a completely different, like, my audio? Okay, is it better now? I'm gonna try to make sure that the speaker is not covered. Okay, I think it might. Okay. All right, so I'm just gonna do general reading for the collective and kind of see what happens. I'm gonna do conscious, subconscious. Um, what's to unfold, and I mean, I'm focused on the rest of this month. So, as far as timing goes, the next 2 weeks. It's still not working. I don't understand. I really have no idea like what to do to fix this. Okay, I think I have no. Probably. There's a blizzard going on right now. It's like really windy. My Wi-Fi seems fine though. Hold on. Alright, so I'm gonna try to put this on a table instead of on this bed because I feel like when I move around, um, I should have done this earlier, but when I move around, I think it makes it kind of staticky. It's really bright. I'm not trying to go blind. That's way too dark. All right, I don't know. Is that better? Sorry. Hi, how are you? Curious, what are you up to? You can actually see my cards now. No, not really. You can't. Have to like improvise here. New. This is not gonna work out. What are you smoking on tonight or this morning? Whatever, wherever you are. It's like it's midnight here. Girl Scout. Wait, wait. What is JS again? I'm sorry. I'm like blanking out. With White Widow. Nice, nice. I'm actually gonna take it out myself. That's funny. Right? A reminder of side effects you won't get with weed. You might think you have a duck foot, but you won't actually have one. It's the difference. What's up, Silk? Like possible death and duck foot. I have to get all glasses. True. Sideshow Bob's Book. Yeah, honestly, that would be really cool. Um, I hope, I do hope that your stream gets bigger and more well known. I'd love to try it. I love hybrids. I think they're amazing. But oh no, I think probably for like outdoor plants, I'm sure naturally like ladybugs will probably hang out on them. But if they're not, and I guess some people um maybe have tried it indoors, but it's kind of like, do you really want ladybugs inside your house? Or if you're growing industrially, then that's a little different. But like you said, they just get stuck in fans. Hi, Mary. You put soda. Wait, what? All right, so I'm gonna pull 3 cards. Um, um, well, actually, I'm gonna do 4. No, let's do 6. Let's do 6. We're gonna do like well, a past, present thing, but we'll do past. We'll pull uh 2 cards for past, subconscious, and um, um and conscious, and then we'll do the same thing for present, and then we'll just do the same thing for future. That's interesting. Broken seashells? Like, what would that do? I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm all about that kind of shit, but like, whoa, does that really work? Hmm. Yeah, that's definitely a hard one. Dealing with mites is not easy at all, and it's always going to be very specific to the plant itself. So there's no like fix all with that one. Oh god, the cards are just like flying to me. But opening the cards. I swear, I feel like that's a meme or something out there somewhere, which is totally bullshit. I would never actually say something like that. I feel like in that point, it kind of Yeah, definitely not ever gonna blame cards for anything. Like if something doesn't work out or whatever, like it's not really the card's fault. Wow, that was like the worst shuffle I've ever done. Okay, that kind of tells me it's time. All right, past. Let's focus on some of the past because I think in readings we focus too much on the future, and I think the moon is calling for the past. This is going to be subconscious, and then conscious is the next card for past. Present. Okay, this is going to be the subconscious and conscious, and then future. This card's calling out at me, subconscious and conscious. All right. Well, this one, this one came out, and two cards in addition to that came out for future. So let's get to it. I'm not gonna get too crazy here, but we'll see what happens. So past, um, the Justice card reversed. I think a lot of people have been really. Am I couch surfing? No, this is my new room. Um, it's like I'm so sorry. Currently going through a blizzard. Um, in Colorado, it's pretty shitty and windy, and it does kind of fuck with Wi-Fi sometimes. The wall. It's like she's in an empty pool. It's funny. Just South Park. No, it's snowing as we speak. It's like coming down really hard, and it was way windier earlier, but it's pretty windy now. It's not as loud. Well, this sucks. I think it's probably the weather and just a shitty computer. Oh fuck, that sucks. Okay, I'm gonna try to like speak clearer and shit. Maybe try to slow down so that this makes sense. I'm probably gonna wake up to a lot of snow tomorrow morning. It was really nice today. It was warm. It's like it was really oddly warm, and that's how I knew. I was like, it's coming. Okay, I'm gonna try not to get distracted because I wanted to relay whatever messages for people. Okay, we've got the Queen of Wands as well. Um, this is in the subconscious, or wait, hold on. I got my cards. No, yeah, this was subconscious, and then this one was the conscious card. So the Justice card reversed, and that's sitting with the subconscious. Like, I think a lot of that has to do with past trauma, somebody fucking you over, somebody hurting you, and you thought you got over it. You thought you fucking just were completely done with that situation or that person, and like it didn't hurt you anymore. And I think it still does. It definitely does, but you still don't fully want to acknowledge it. I think it's like something that's buried or like you've blocked out um, because it was a really shitty experience, really painful. Somebody, um, really hurt you, or like not just somebody specifically, but this could have to do with like real shit, like you know, government, law, like, getting caught up in a bad situation, probably because of somebody else as well, like their influence. But um, I do see someone who's maybe like trying to recover from, you know, like the law, like the whatever the fucking criminal justice system. Fuck, I'm like lost for words, but also just like still a lot of trauma that is like sitting and not being acknowledged. Things that maybe like need to be said that haven't been said to whoever has like fucked you over or whatever. Um, it's one of those things like you just want to move on. You just want to be like done, but you have to remember you got to sit with it and you got to face that shit. Like what it did to you emotionally. You got to really um um yeah, you got to like really try to let that stuff come up to conscious and consciously like right now with the Queen of Wands. This would be the past. I think like the past has shown you like a new opportunity, sort of a new fate, like a new fucking shit, new chapter. Um, like you thought maybe was impossible. Like something happened that is just like illuminating all kinds of shit. It's like maybe okay, maybe it's not as bad as I thought it was. Like new opportunities that are ultimately like making you want to be better and therefore face your shit. Um, but also like that buried feeling of like passion that you maybe had that was like blocked with the solar plexus, like maybe actually decision making and stuff like that, and like your energy, depression. Like this is like coming out of depression, um, on some level. So, um, oh yeah, it is for 20 somewhere. I think in Hawaii maybe. No, no, I'm wrong. Totally wrong. It would be the east, like more eastern. Okay, so I had sworn I had two cards for present, um, but there's three somehow, so we're just gonna go with it. So subconsciously, we've got the Six of Pentacles. That's interesting. And then here are going to be the cards we have for conscious currently. This is definitely makes a lot of sense. Personally, for me, with the Knight of Swords and the Star, balance of feminine and masculine, light and dark, um, letting go, moving forward, um, new opportunities. new sort of like ideas. And then it's like this is the dreamy card, right? The dream, but also like release before the dream. This is like action. This is making shit happen. This is like you're tired of like just dreaming. You know, this is like time like to really fucking go for it. Whatever that is. I swear it's so cheesy, but it's the fucking truth. This is what I'm getting. Like, um, just like even in other people's readings and um, like that I've done for other people. Um, with the Six of Pentacles and the subconscious, um, I think that subconsciously we like know. Okay, this is weird. I think we're like afraid. While we know that there's potential for success, we're like afraid of it, and also afraid of failure that could come with it. Um, it's like one of those things is like when you have a huge dream, like you obviously have like the belief in it. You know that if you work towards it, that it could happen. But there's always that fear that it might not. But I feel like that fear is finally not overcoming you to actually act on it. So that's like a really good thing to know that subconsciously, even if you don't realize it, you're overcoming your fears. Okay, so that's present. I think that covers it. That's very short, clear to the point. Future. What is the future to bring? Um, we got this. Oh, this is interesting. Okay, subconscious is the Nine of Pentacles. No, I'm so sorry. Yeah, I don't know what to do about it. I'm so sorry. This is terrible. This is ruining my reading. Okay, Ton of Pentacles, beautiful stuff. Literally everything you could ever dream of: money, career, like wise, family wise, um, business. If you want to start a business, like this is the time to start investing in it. Um, you'll have the actual means to do so as well, which you have no idea is going to happen. Like this is subconsciously, this isn't something that you anticipated, and so something that's going to like catch you like out of nowhere. You're not going to really expect it. You might be making the steps and the plan, and you might doing what it takes, but you might not be expecting for it to happen this fast and or to happen like this, which I don't know. It's weird. But it's a good thing. You know, good things are happening, just don't anticipate it, which is always interesting, you know, surprise. Um consciously we've got the Nine of Pentacles, or shit, sorry, the Nine of Swords, well, reversed. So, future. This is the Lord of Cruelty. This is like hard stuff. Hard stuff. Bogey. I said that wrong. Like no, but the fact that this is on all like swords, um, fuck. On all like jokes aside, the fact that it's reversed is better than it being upright. Like I said, for the future, for this year, with the energy of this eclipse and everything, it's about to get dark before it gets better. Like you're still gonna have to fucking go through a lot of shit, but like I said, it's reversed. So um prepare for like some turbulence and maybe, you know, brief amount of darkness, but like an eclipse is very brief compared to like, you know, other things. It's like goes in a span of hours. In real life, who knows how that could really lay out. Um, and time frame wise, in the next, um, I would say 2 months, 8 to 10 weeks, you might be facing some turbulence. Right now, things are like a little bit kind of like smooth, but like if you think of an eclipse, the first beginning of it, it's like really intense, but there's light and it's like this build up, right? And then it gets dark and still. Um, Peace out. Have a good one. Um, but yeah, like after, the eclipse is over though, like the moon is to normal. It's like even brighter than it was before. Like, it's just gonna be one of those things. Like it's coming. But with the strength card in it, it's like this is gonna be like in the grand scheme of things, it will be almost like a piece of cake. It's gonna be rough though. But like the strength card is with you. And so are the Ten of Pentacles. Like you literally have everything you need to overcome this situation now and to come out of it like literally 10 times stronger and 10 times more successful. And like, holy shit, this is amazing. This is amazing. I'm gonna take a picture of the reading. If this thing ends up being all shitty, I will repost it. And I will just have to like reiterate this. It's gonna be a little hard, but I'm gonna take a quick video of this really quick. It's a lot of cards. So I'm not gonna take a picture because that takes forever. Okay. So that's this reading. I feel like it was really honestly insightful, even if it's for me. Okay, so I'm gonna try to figure out this whole internet situation. I'm gonna see if I can switch out my laptops and maybe that'll work better. But I highly doubt it. I might have to end the stream and restart it. I'm trying to think. Okay, don't judge my mess. Yes, area. This isn't like near being done. So. Okay, I'm gonna see if I can fix it. don't think anything. But I'll be